Greetings, celestial angels of the new Eden, rising up, waking up. Happy new moon in Capricorn, possibly the most powerful new moon of this century. Today's day 12/2021, 1122021 is encoded to 12/21, the new Earth code, day 16 of the new Earth manifestation, fully anchoring in the 5D codes, the 5D energy, as we transition through the fourth density into the heavenly 5D divine tones and resonance of heaven on earth. Many powerful energies flowing in directly from source center, the Hunabku, the central sun, this still, white, holy, divine light at the center, magnetically pulling us into that stillness, into the 0 point, into the still point of infinite density and infinite light, infinite life. The pure ones, the sleepers, rising up, being fully activated through these angelic energies of 12D into the 13 divine goddess. The Lemurian 5 of the royal Lyran nation is with us now. Thank you all for joining us on this great mission. Many great things to come. I'll be giving a special update in the next few days, so stay tuned. I've been having many issues over the last couple days with the internet. I'm using my phone just to upload today's transmission. The internet's been going in and out, but nothing is stopping us, brothers and sisters of the light. We have a very special puja, prayer incantation at the very end of today's transmissions from the Archangelic calendar, the blessings of the new moon in Capricorn. So stick around to the end. I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for your support on Patreon. We're relying 100% on our pledges and donations for our daily living expenses. We're halfway to the point of our daily living needs being met. And then we start focusing on the healing retreat centers, which will be bringing out information. We may have a vision to accelerate this whole process, so we'll be working with my Sacred Queen and her Soul Star family. And we have a potential lead for the first property for the healing retreat. So we'll give you an update in the next few days once I find out more information on this. If you'd like to support our work and our mission of the Eagle and the Condor, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/prime disclosure. And I'm currently working on a Qigong meditation, and my queen and I will be doing a guided meditation for our people on Patreon. So stay tuned. Check out the community page. We'll be doing some updates in the next few days. Now on to the Schumann Resonance. Today it was very calm. This is the calm before the storm. We had the power of 7 connected to our sacred 77 and the 144. We had 122 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours, the most powerful in Indonesia, 5.1. Yesterday we had the powerful 6.7 in Russia, which we'll be covering here in a minute. In the sacred portal this morning in Rio del California, 3.2. 4.6 Indonesia, 202 kilometers depth. Japan, 4.1. In the sacred portal, Afghanistan, Hindu Kush, were the 3 holy mountains, Tian Shan, celestial mountain, Kunlun of the middle path, and Himalayan of the lower Dantian. 447 UTC with a 4.4 magnitude, 207 kilometers depth, 9 encoded. Chiapas, Mexico, 4.9, 13 of the divine goddess. Chile, in the portal of our sacred Andes mountains, the Kundalini of Pachamama, with a 4.1. Russia, today 4.7, and another 4.4 in Russia. Puerto Rico with the Atlantean energies 3.0. Papua New Guinea on the Ring of Fire 4.5 with the Council of 9 coming in. Chile, another 4.9, 13, Divine Goddess. Indonesia 4.6. Iran 4.3. Ferndale, California 4.3. Philippines 5.0, Puerto Rico 3.1, Sandpoint, Alaska, and the Crown of Lemuria 3.9, 12 of the Sacred Feminine. Another 4.2, Chiapas, Mexico, Sandpoint again 4.5. Russia 4.5, 9.9 encoded, the 9910 Gri, the Sky Beings. Papua New Guinea 4.4. Virgin Islands with the Atlantean energies 3.5 of the Council of 8 into the 9. Indonesia 5.9. Another 4.4 in Russia. Kairen, which was close to Lake Baikal, which was on the border of Mongolia. We'll talk about here in a minute. And then we had a Trinity in Kamarai, Greece, 5.2, 4.7, 4.7, all three 10 kilometers depth, 10, 10, 10. The 1010, the first portal to my sacred condor. Colombia, South America, 4.7, and then 4.7 in Mariana Islands. Now we cover real quick this powerful activation in Mongolia, on the border of Russia, Mongolia, close to the Altai Mountains. Now the Altai Mountains were the sacred mountains of the Mongolian Empire and the Mongols, and it's the shamanic center for the healing of Pachamama. Now this powerful activation was in a lake, the largest lake in Mongolia, which is called Hovsgol Nur, Hovsgolnur, and the Nur, based on through Sifu of the Blue Wolf clan of Mongolia. Nur is the sound of light, so this is a very special activation in the sacred lake in Mongolia, 133.2 kilometers from Kairen of Russia, which obviously Russia was part of the Mongolian Empire at one time. And this was a 4.4 activation, the 44 of the 8 of the Lemurian Lyran Nation, the 8.8 code, 2155 UTC. That was 10 kilometers depth. And this is a sacred lake, a sacred portal of the light beings, of the sacred light. This is an activation of the Homo Luminous code, the light being, the celestial crystalline, the Christos code of the 144, encoded within this activation. So feel into that energy, and this is a mantra that we do and that we will practice and perform in the dojo and the Healing Retreat Center when the time is right, and when we can come together in sacred ceremony, which will be very soon. We will start the transmissions today with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 17 degrees 33 minutes Capricorn, and the sun is at 22 degrees 49 minutes Capricorn. So we have the 17 and the 73 and the 33 encoded in this activation. 37 into the 73, heaven on earth, 711 coming in. The current Sabian symbol for the moon, the Union Jack, flies from a new British warship, and the current Sabian symbol for the sun, 23 degree Capricorn. A soldier received 2 awards for bravery in combat. From astrologyweekly.com, and today we start with our divine sister of the light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. Happy new moon, beloveds. Today is the full 1-year completion of untethering and untying yourself, your family, and humanity from being a slave to the curse of Deuteronomy. Well done. We have completed Exodus from being a slave race. This is the dawning of a new day for humanity. This is the Great Awakening. Thank you to all the whistleblowers, digital soldiers, and of the light workers that have performed the acts of service for the Most High. The old heaven and old earth has collapsed for good. All praises to the Most High. Revelation 21, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. New comes to the new you. The decision to take the leap of faith and seek emotional fulfillment will be reaping harvest when the time is ripe. For now know that you have done everything needed on your part to create this new lifestyle for yourself. You are ascending higher into the sisterhood of the rose embodiment of the divine feminine Christ. Mother Gaia has you safe and protected in her arms, showering you with love. so you feel protected and worthy to expand your consciousness now. This is a new territory of enlightenment that you are stepping into, with Source by your side, guiding you through this tutelage. Shekinah is gifting you with wisdom that is bringing the truth forward on your ancestral covenant to free the Magdalene, the bride of Christ, for the new earth children and generations to come. Soon we will be witnessing the birthing of the Omega Stargate activation in the Milky Way. During the 33-degree portal lineup on December 25th, 2020, in the flesh of God's covenant brides, the brides of Christ are being given the key that opens the doors to your radical expansion of milk and honey union. We are experiencing the birthing of the 1111 union code that was grounded in the ley lines of Mother Earth on 8/8 Lions Gate ceremony in Mount Shasta on August 8, 2019. The 1111 union code is the union of your masculine and feminine Christ within. This is alchemical union, the symphony of the Holy Spirit, rapturing your flesh and mind into the 12-strand DNA light column, this portal gateway that has commenced. Truth be known, all praises to the Most High. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Marianne Savino, I call upon my galactic soul to anchor down into my human vessel. I am the bridge for Earth and Cosmos to merge, and so it is. And from Christy 1, I found a healing place in the astral called Dragonfly Meadows. There I was coded to perfect love, template embodiment, go play. And from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Pars Kute, at this time, right now, the pure ones are returning to lead Earth into the Golden Age and to recover the teachings of the feminine Christ consciousness. This is a momentous year for us on Earth. As we initiate the Golden Age of Aquarius, we begin to feel the returning energies of the feminine Christ Sophia consciousness. The feminine Christ Sophia is the deep and loving energy of non-judgment and compassion, both for others and for ourselves. When we drew on this feminine Christ wisdom, we must love our neighbors as ourselves. This means we must first love ourselves and know how to love ourselves before we can love others. We are now establishing the true feminine Christ consciousness with love, compassion, kindness, and freedom on Earth, practiced in loving and supportive communities of high-frequency master beings, the pure ones. It is the soaring heights of the galactic journey and the deep depths of the inner realms. As we look deeper, we find the teachings of the Lady, Mary Magdalene, written within our sacred hearts. This is the place of balance, harmony, compassion, love, beauty, serenity, and peace. As we align with her wisdom, we will both soar high and dive deep. One of the titles given to the divine feminine avatars is Stella Maris, or Maris, Marie, or Star of the Sea, Saint Maria, Marie, Maris. The Stella Maris is the bright star that guides us on our journey through the cosmic ocean. We follow the inner cosmic light, the inner divine feminine, to navigate our journey through time and space. She, the Stella Marie, the guiding light, lives within each one of us and seeks to be awakened now. With sacred love of one, Pars Kute. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel, 717 coming in, the great shift and awakening since 2008, when I literally left my old life behind and thus was reborn into a totally new life and new beginnings. My higher guidance stressed time and time again that drastic changes were coming, and that the old earth and all the old systems would disintegrate as the new earth was born. This is truly now happening in expanded forms. In coming days, things will get tumultuous, and indeed great upheavals will happen, and thus what was hidden will come to the fore. It is inevitable as the old structures and forms crumble, and all which has been hidden will surface. This is a time when you need to understand that the highest path and the highest way to navigate through all of this is within yourself, and thus not outside of yourself. I have said this before, and I'm repeating this. The only way you will be able to not move into fear mode and not be pulled into the quagmire is to raise yourself up from deep within you, with the assistance of the Divine Source and all the cosmic help which is available in expanded and intensive form now. Indeed, the greatest of all challenges for souls will be now to step totally into their true mastery. and thus firmly anchored in the divine and their own divinity, and the immense power of love, light, and wisdom, and not allow themselves to be swayed nor moved off course, the higher your own frequency and vibration, and the higher you grow in consciousness, the more you will be operating of a much higher level than all the rest of humanity, and thus rise into the highest truths and co-create the new earth with every step you take. This will take total dedication and focus. It is 24-hour daily commitment, and thus you will seek out higher assistance as soon as you feel yourself pulled back in. Faith and trust and staying in the heart, sacred heart space is the answer here. All else will fail, all human systems too. There is only one way now, and that is up, rising ever higher and higher and stepping fully into the highest truth of oneness and unity, which indeed is omnipresent already. It is a matter to finding this within yourself, to see this manifested into form and being in and around you. Indeed, it is a time when you need to take those leaps of faith, even against all odds, and allow yourself to be carried through on the wings of angels and within the arms of the divine, as you become as one with all that is, and indeed assume your universal highest mastery as the divine soul you are in truth. I was reading an article about research done on the condor. Indeed, the condor hardly uses its wings to fly. It relies on the air currents beneath its wings to carry it for a few hours, and thus hardly expends any energy. This is what we need to do now. Allow the divine current to be the air beneath our wings, and to see us safely through. The power of love and faith and divine guidance will see us through. From JudithKusel.com. And from Shamanic Astrology Mystery School. A most intense and potentially cathartic week ahead. Be awake, be alert, by Daniel Giamario. With a lot of worthy attention being placed on the wondrous stellium of Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Aquarius, very low in the west just after sunset, we might end up missing the truly remarkable astral events of the week of January 11th as Mercury rises in the west after sunset. And with Jupiter and Saturn sinking into the underworld behind the sun, let's direct our awareness to these stunning events over the next week. Monday, January 11th, the moon enters Capricorn. Tuesday, January 12th, new moon at 23° Capricorn. 9 p.m. PST, this new moon is activating that remarkable region where the dominant configuration of 2020 was. Hope for something new? What kind of rest do we intend? Wednesday, January 13, Mars square Saturn, Taurus 4, Aquarius 4, 3 p.m. PST. A square is a time known as crisis in action. Literally anything can happen under this aspect. Thursday, January 14, Uranus stationary direct at Taurus, an extremely high concentration of unknowns, the unexpected and endless synchronicities, getting hit by lightning in a good way. Thursday, January 14, Sun conjunct Pluto at Capricorn, 37, 6:30 a.m. PST, the yearly date of exactness when Pluto is directly behind the Sun in the celestial underworld. What needs composting? Where is there any denial? Sunday, January 17th, Jupiter square Uranus, 2:29 PST. In this year, the Saturn-Uranus triple square and Jupiter-Saturn great mutation in Aquarius. This is the only square from Jupiter to Uranus. These two planets amplify each other, and another crisis in action. And shortly thereafter, Wednesday, January 20th, Mars conjunct Uranus at Taurus. This will be written about next week. Friday, January 22nd, Mars square Jupiter. These are certainly intense and challenging aspects. They certainly amplify the main themes of 2021 as exemplified by Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus. The Shamanic Astrology Mystery School advocates the three worlds approach. This can prevent the spiritual bypass of too much celestial world or an unwillingness to look at objective reality. It can also offer a way to dispel the fear that can arise when many things are unfathomable and beyond our control. It's even possible that the courage to see it all without fear can even help dispel outcomes and alter timelines. Happy New Year to our readership, and in the words of John Lennon's great song, let's hope it's a good one, without any fear. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Laura Pleiadian. New Moon, January 12, 13, 2021, rising out of the ashes. These are already, since the beginning of the solstice, December 21st, 2020, unprecedented frequencies interacting and shifting all realities on all levels of being. Now on January 13 at 1 a.m. AST, for many of you this will be on the 12th, we have a powerful new moon, new beginning with even greater shifts to be played out. Shifts in consciousness and death and rebirth are par for the course, as this new moon in Capricorn on Wednesday, Tuesday for some of you is conjunct Pluto. This new moon then holds within its frequencies the potential for a deep transformation of consciousness. When something new begins, something always ends. Whatever becomes unearthed within you to be consciously aware of will unfold as events through which you perceive your reality. Cause is always within, and what creates the here you know your life on earth to be. Depending on your interaction levels with what is to be, some may literally become very fear-filled. These fears are to be held in the level of light of awareness you hold through your heart to be transformed. Mars will square Saturn and impact each being's blueprint uniquely. Generally, these will activate potentially fears of the deep change itself. Jupiter square Uranus may impact transformation in a sudden way, whether or not perceived as beneficial or not to the mind. Mercury square Uranus and Venus trine Uranus will add to the potential sudden shift of consciousness, and therefore reality. The entire theme of frequencies now and throughout 2021 Earth calendar is this transformation. Transformation into newness, of unifying with the divine while in form, being the divine being. Of course, there are many levels to this, and all does unfold perfectly moment to moment. Potential crises and sudden miracles are all on the table of awareness even now. Trust what takes place. Even in the midst of chaos are the seeds of awakening flowing through cosmic consciousness to all that can hear its quiet voice. Now blessing you, and as you continue to unfold through the transformation of being, I am here with you, present with the divine council of overseers, activating you through love, your original blueprint. Throughout eternity in the union with the beloved, I am now present in divine love, NanuDivineHumanity.com. Today from Activation Vibration. Regardless of where on earth you stand, you hold, inhabit, and emit a stream of frequency, as a pillar, within the universal light grid. Your form is a cable of connection to the collective and the galaxy as a whole. I often refer to this crystalline grid of light in which surrounds and supports everything that is, with purpose, to relay the immense importance of bringing awareness to your united connection to all. The intentions you herald and act upon, the resonance you feed and attune to, all affects and influences your part and presence within the collective grid we are composed of and co-creating. It does not matter where you are, who you are, the phase you are in, or what aspects you represent within the recalibrating matrix. The role you embody deeply makes a difference. It instantly impacts based on what you choose to focus upon and feed. To think you are irrelevant, small, or unimportant is an illusion and projection to prevent you from your full potential. Dissolve that concept and anchor in the truth. You hold power beyond what you can be shown in the current state of dimensional perception most reside in. You are a key component to the evolution of everything. Taking a few moments each day, even better the more often, to actively acknowledge and adhere to the grid of light in which is eternally activating us all is seriously significant. It affects your own personal vibration and interaction with your experience on Earth, as well as everyone else's, and again, absolutely everything. Thank you for choosing to be incarnated right now. You are part of the legendary shift in which we mission here so many times to support. You are it. Together, we are the light grid, conduits of divine vibration, channeling a unique combination of solar, lunar, cosmic, and elemental energies to increase and ascend the frequency of all existence. Now, before, and what is yet to be. Do you take time to balance, charge, and align to the grid of universal connection in which we are all derived and assembled of, and how so? Today from the Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA by Richard Rudd. January 11th through January 15, 2021. Gene Key 61. Psychosis, Inspiration, Sanctity. Music allows the mind to find its natural geometry, its harmonic basis within the world. Higher states are not the goal. Integration of the higher states is the goal, and that demands we be in the body, healthy and here in the world, even as we explore what lies beyond this world. Who thought that the key to higher consciousness lay in creativity? Perhaps we thought it was in spiritual practice, austerities, meditation, and prayer, and there's truth in that, but what lies forgotten, and for the most part neglected in our world, is the beauty and wonder, the healing power of creativity. Excerpt from the 64 Ways, and from Hexagram 61 of the Yi Ching, the classic book of change. Inner truth. Wind blows across the lake. The depths are not affected by the dancing mind. Sanctuary is kept alive by the constant breath of life. Sanctity is the clarity of bliss. Inspiration is intuitive vitality. Psychosis is the unease of dissatisfaction. Intention with elation. Inner truth moves even pigs and fishes and leads to good fortune. There will be advantage in crossing the great stream. There will be advantage in being firm and correct. If we have this gene key, our life is a contemplation of death. We must not turn away from this work. It will fill us with life. The answers will come. The memory of the beyond will return in time. We must listen inwardly for the music of life, and let it move us in creative work. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, from GeneKeys.com. Today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Lua Astrology, New Moon in Capricorn, Mars in Taurus, square Saturn in Aquarius. The weight of worldly woes feels acute for some. It's hard right now, hard to see beyond the black hole of despair, hard to see beyond political strife, deep division, money troubles, restrictions, the ever-present virus. We want to move forward, but it seems like we're stopped at every turn. Frustration and anger grow, as does instability. Maybe we just feel old, weary, tired. No one said it would be easy, says Saturn, the ruler of this chart, and that feels hard too. But we can take heart by knowing that these tough times will teach us what we need to know, fortify us, sustain us in the long term. We may be struggling, but there is strength enough to make it through. It's time to get real, honor your truth, be your authentic self. Cast out that which no longer serves. Don't be afraid to start again from scratch if that's what it takes. Create healthy boundaries. Support yourself as best as you can. Focus on simple pleasures to soften life's hard edges. Know that you have the power within to accomplish your goals. LeahWhitehorse.com. Today from Here in the Moon Astrology, Tuesday, January 12, 2021. Everything I've ever let go of has claw marks on it. David Foster Wallace. A heads up, this Plutonic Capricorn new moon on January 13th is not business as usual. It is nothing less than a vector for permanent social transformation. With Pluto in cahoots with change agent Eris and bringer of epochal events, Haumea, stirring everything up to expose truth at all costs. Powerfully disruptive and creative forces are erupting at the same time, signing off an entire era, tumbling and transitioning headlong into the Aquarian era of 2021 through 2043, witnessing the collective shadow of the dying days of Western liberal democracy founded on national capitalism being acted out in front of our eyes. One thing is non-negotiable. A 21st century evolutionaries, we have a radically new role to play in a zeitgeist revolution unlike anything we've experienced before. We have to step up to the plate. What we are witnessing out there right now is resistance to change. Change, expansion is a natural part of evolution, but chaos isn't. Chaos is the byproduct of resistance to evolutionary change. So as much as our human mind tries to control it, orchestrate it, push it, or resist it, it's happening anyway. The question is, do you want to experience it kicking and screaming, or do you want to experience it more gracefully? Like it or not, this is the start of an unstoppable shift beyond our old obsession with personal growth into an era of collective recovery and planetary renewal. You can work really hard at being as good a person as possible, the brutality of self-improvement, but you cannot disconnect yourself from the collective unconscious. While so many still carry a collective trauma that allows them to be manipulated by the 1%, none of us can break free. The shifting from being a 3D reactor to a 4D witness to a 5D generator, from being at effect to being at cause. Track your ecology, environment as information about who you are and where you are going. From 3D ecosystem to 5D ecosystem awareness. From 3D self-help to 5D planetary service. From 3D trying to awaken others to 5D being, modeling, linking, acting. From 3D hierarchy and tradition to 5D fluid tribes. From 3D compass to 5D culture. From 3D individualism and striving to 5D collective and co-creation. From 3D role persona to 5D whole self. From here in the moonastrology.co.uk. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Adrian Elise, Gaia Daily, January 11th through 15th, Breakthrough. We are entering an epic moment in astrology. The planets of the game-changing Great Conjunction, Jupiter and Saturn, are beginning to separate. Right on cue, Mercury waltzes into Aquarius and activates this momentous event in our personal life. Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn in Aquarius are lining up in square to Mars, coming up on Uranus, and Black Moon Lilith in Taurus. 12 square elements echo through the halls of time as the Moon and Sun come up to Pluto for the Capricorn new moon on Wednesday. Hold on to your hats. Mercury's journey over these planets is directing the show over the next few days for this new moon in Capricorn. For supernova souls, this time is about revealing your special powers. The activating higher dimensional energies are flooding in, but at the same time the 3D matrix is getting even more dark, contracted, and scary. But you, SNS, have been through the gamut of the most painful experiences Earth can provide. What if all that you have gone through was to support you in this critical time? You have earned a precious gift, a knowing deep inside of your heart that everything is going to be okay. It is time to offer this to the world. There is a reason why supernova souls are so spread out from each other during this crucial planetary transition. We are a light in the grid holding down the fort. What if that better world we have dreamed of is just around the corner? Be in that energy of excitement and possibility. We are what we have been waiting for, and current astrology is inviting supernova souls to land home and fully incarnate in their power. Our attention is our greatest commodity. It is time to put our attention where our heart is. With Neptune and square to the nodes of the moon, it is a great time to dream a new reality into being. Grab a hold of a picture and feeling of the better world that you know you came for. We have been waiting for so long. Now it is finally time for you to break through into who you really are. From AdrianElise.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Sarah Hayes. New moon in Capricorn, total transformation on every level, DNA upgrade, your destiny awaits. Are you ready to own it? On January 12th, 13th, we have the powerful and potent new moon at 23 degrees of Capricorn. New moons are always very auspicious and signal fresh perspectives, new beginnings, and a clean slate. Right before a new moon, we can feel a little out of sorts and have lower energy levels. The reason being is we are very ruled by the moon cycles, and with no moonlight to guide us, we can feel lost and uneasy. Capricorn, the 10th zodiac sign, deals with authority, destiny, hard work, achievement, and paternal influences. The new moon in Capricorn is here to bring on some radical transformation. This first new moon of this new year is here to rock your socks off. No more playing small, no more settling. It is time to rise up from the ashes and proclaim our most amazing selves. A rising surge of power and potent potential is what this is all about. Owning your path is what this next lunar cycle is bringing forth. If you have felt stuck or just in the blahs of life, This new moon in the goat's den wants you to reclaim your ultimate destiny. Why are you here? What have you come to accomplish? How bad do you want it? What is stopping you? Have you recognized your brilliance and sense of true abundance? These questions will be major themes of this next lunar cycle. The time has come. No more waiting and wondering. No more holding back and second guessing. It is time to show the world what you are made of, and do it with class, self-respect, and grace. The new moon in Capricorn is a call to stand up and proclaim your ultimate stamp on the world. This is a perfect lunar cycle to get that business started, ask for that raise, or attract new sources of income. We will be asked to get to work and to become 100% committed to our goals and plans. Technically, the moon is in detriment in Capricorn, as it rules the opposite sign of Cancer. Detriment phases for a planet can bring about their weaker and more destructive qualities. This will require some adjustments in our emotional attitudes and perspectives. While there is a hustle vibe to this new moon because of its detriment phase, we must not ignore or suppress our feelings and intuition. Following the new moon in Capricorn, from January 15th through the 30th, all the planets are direct. This is a sign from the universe to get moving and grooving. We literally only have 2 times in 2021 where there will be no retrograde activity from the planets, and this is one of them. The universe is ringing. Are you picking up the call? A major upgrade of willpower and desire is what this new moon in Capricorn will bring forth. A reawakening of our divine masculine is here. It is time to honor our achievements and step into new levels of accountability and self-mastery. Go big or go home is the ultimate theme of this next lunar cycle. The new moon in Capricorn is in a powerful conjunction to Pluto, the planet of transformation, regeneration, power, and intensity, also in Capricorn. The new moon conjunct Pluto will be a catalyst for our ultimate reawakening and transformation. Many old structures, both internally and externally, will have to go at this new moon. Any old conversations of lack or disempowerment will be banished and released at this time. As painful as this process can be, there is a sense of ultimate self-responsibility and accountability with this lunar cycle. True leadership is when we can take ownership for our light and our darkness. They in fact both need to exist. When we don't resist our brilliance, what might come forth? Perhaps a whole new version of our power and purpose. Or perhaps a strength and resolve that has lied dormant. The new moon in Capricorn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn will bring on a complete mind shift and a recalibration of our DNA. If we surrender and let go, its promise is one of our ultimate success and rise of our truest, most authentic self. The new moon in Capricorn is here to offer a glimpse and possibility of owning our power and standing up for our brilliance. Its message is to not fear change, but to embrace it and to let it be a catalyst for your ultimate glow-up. No one has ever glowed up from pleasure. It takes hard work, consistency, and constant transformation to be in alignment with our truest destiny. The beautiful thing about the new moon in Capricorn is its message that no one can take away your power unless you allow it. And when you feel like you lost it, there is always a way to reinvent yourself and get it back. This is what is called doing the work. No shortcuts, no instant gratification. There is power and enlightenment in just putting your head down and doing the work. This is the kind of power that no one or no thing can take away from you. It is yours for all of eternity. The new moon in Capricorn is here to help you transform any lack of conversations into true self-empowerment and mastery, help you build your empire and remind you that even if you fall down, with tenacity and willpower, you can always rise up and reclaim your destiny and purpose. From astromama.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 2-9, red, electric moon. The number 3 is called electric and its keywords are activate, bond, and service. It's the 3rd day of the blue hand wave spell, which represents healing, accomplishment, and knowing. And so bearing that in mind, if day 1 of a wave spell identifies the journey and day 2 considers the obstacles ahead, then day 3 is when the energy is electrified. This is when things really start to get going, as if a switch has been turned on. On this electric day, may your healing journey be activated. Today is red moon, which represents purified flow and universal water. Usually these days are all about relinquishing control and just going with it. However, today has an odd combination of day and number. We have all of this electric energy buzzing around, so how do we chill out and go with the flow? Water and electricity do not go well together. The tides of the ocean are influenced by the moon's cycles, and tuning yourself into the moon's natural flow is instinctive. Perhaps today, by going with the flow, the end result is that you feel better and maybe even have a little energy. Don't be surprised if today that energy comes and goes like the tides. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Electric Moon, Kin 29, 12 January 2020, activating purification and service 12/1/2021, 121-221 equal 315 equal 9, 12 acquiring wisdom and strength, 3 Holy Trinity, joy, creativity, communication, 1 new beginnings, original leader, 5 liberation, freedom, change, transformation, 9 closure, destiny, service, humanity, grace, compassion. Kin 2-9 equal 11 equal 2, partnership, cooperation, 11, portal, polarity. A very emotionally charged day highlighting issues of purification and being of service. We are now in day 3 of the Blue Hand Wave Spell, where we are focused on accomplishing healing on all levels. Today we are focused on healing our emotional body and using our knowledge and skills to be of service to others. Tone of creation. Electric is tone number 3 of the tones of creation. It is the first of the 3 emotional realm tones. Its focus is of being service to others through the action of bonding, that is coming together with others to co-create and be of service through your divine mission. Electric energy provides the ignition or spark for your manifestation. It also adds power to anything you are creating today, an extra electrical boost to draw upon. The power of 3 is derived from 2 units merging and creating the third, more powerful entity. This action duplicates the essence of bonding and service that the electric tone provides. Electricity and water do not mix well, so be aware of the charge today, as you could get zapped. Today beckons you to become emotionally mature and rise above any relationship dramas. Instead, access the higher aspects of the electric tone. Together with your divine counterpart, offer your united energies to be of service to all. Expand your focus from bonding with one to the joy of bonding and all service to all. Overall, we have a very powerful day filled with questioning how you can activate your electrical power to send waves of pure charged energy to uplift and energize others through the power of your heart. A saint serves others, knowing that the more one serves, the greater the opportunity for the Spirit to sanctify and to purify. Russell M. Nelson. Today's question is, how can I purify my heart and bond with others, activating a greater electrical current to flow, fueling our divine service, divine blessings for the expression of the true divine electrical healing power of our precious unified hearts. And Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 29, Red Electric Moon. The mantra, the code for today is, I activate in order to purify. Bonding flow, I seal the process of universal water. With the electric tone of service, I am guided by the power of space. And on this powerful day of galactic activations and transformations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below, what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below this video to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also take a moment to thank everyone for your support. We're relying 100% on pledges on Patreon and donations to keep bringing these daily transmissions to the world, and we have many great things coming to Patreon, many great teachings and activations and connections, and ultimately manifesting healing retreat centers around the world. So I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Susan Eichler, for your pledge and support on Patreon. Thank you very much, Divine Sister of Light, and thank you all for your continued support. If you'd like to support our work and mission You can make a pledge at patreon.com/prime disclosure. The link is also in the description. And like I said, we are about halfway to the point of our daily expenses being covered, and then we will work on manifesting the Healing Retreat Center. We have many great things coming in the next week, so we'll keep you posted as possible acceleration of the first center being manifest, so we will let you know. I'd like to also thank Divine Angel of the Light, Levi Thomason, for your donation. And I'd like to also thank Divine Angel of the Light, Tristan Jacobson, for your donation. We appreciate you all for all your financial support and for helping this channel to grow and expand and to get to more people, more viewers, and more of the collective consciousness for this great awakening and the great mission of the Eagle Fly with the Condor. I'd like to thank everyone that has supported my Sacred Condor's art business on Etsy. She added a few more goddess totems, so you can purchase those at lunagoddessart.com. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Zorina Donato, for your purchasing that beautiful goddess. She is very powerful. It's one of my queen's most favorite, Lasitsa, goddess Lasitsa. She will be coming to you with the divine union codes, the divine abundance, and divine love from my divine feminine goddess. Okay, we have a couple things now to finish today's transmissions. We are going to end with the puja, the blessing, the prayer, but first from Divine Bro Star of the Light, our Huna brother, Lee Porore. Live free, rise above the chaos, 0 point field. Every cell vibrates, higher light sound, situational awareness, winds of change, know your enemy, till death do us part, solemn vow, rituals, archangel archons, end construct game, psyop of distorted light. Simpsons seem to know, black sun assassins, divide and rule warfare, lock down the world, inoculate the masses, supreme digital control, frequency modulation game. Come to center, breathe, feel, threshold jump, phase shift reality, now moment, potentiality, quantum flashpoint, zero field, transmutation frequencies, reassemble to harmonic light, consciousness override, cosmic overtones, switch base 6 to base 9, natural law, restored light, love the galactic tone, planetary right relations, remember celestial heritage, everything for everybody, alchemical metaphysics, clockwise to problem solution, data crisis, mask the truth, access denied, lost the 9, anti-clockwise to symbiotic metaphysics, 0 point source, temple of light, cosmic truth hologram, inseparable, space-time continuum, reset, light, sound, love awareness, right side, up, crowning, Christ consciousness, rise. Footnote, 110 cipher code, 777-888-666-369, 9-23 construct, unexpected turn of events. And now from the Archangelic Calendar, New Moon and Capricorn blessing, puja, prayer, incantation. We use the earth as a rhythmic reminder, a friend, an ally, and an inspiration. Luna is much like you and me, infinitely expanding, creator source in disguise. Everything said and done can be done in a divine light if we keep this underlying tone. The following words hail from many different traditions. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the east to connect with divinity and to create positive, loving energy for all. List the things that you are grateful for. Allow the energy of the moment to incite more of the same. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the south to connect with the feelings of my upcoming manifestations. List and then feel the energy of the things you wish to create for yourself. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the west to feel the flow of the divine universe as it carries my hopes, dreams, and wishes to fruition with grace and ease. Reassure your faith in the moving parts of the universe. Thank infinitely expanding creator source for your upcoming blessings. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the north to bless Mother Earth and all her inhabitants. It is a blessing to be a part of this earth at this space and time. I am grateful. Bless Gaia and her inhabitants. Envision rainbow light engulfing the earth. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to all the unnamed directions to summon peace, prosperity, and bliss to my reality. I create a divine portal with great love and peace. Create a circular portal by opening ever-expanding bright light droplets in your mind's eye. Then envision non-specific energetic blessings coming indirectly to you via this portal. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to all the unnamed directions to create a funnel of peace, prosperity, and happiness. This funnel connects me directly to the infinitely expanding creator source energy. Envision a spiraling funnel that directly connects your crown chakra to infinitely expanding creator source. Then envision an ideal world for the entirety of humanity. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to all the unnamed directions to create and bless my sacred space, and everywhere that I may go. Bless your home, workspace, travels, and your body temple. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to all the unnamed directions to bless all of my relations, including my intergalactic family and fellow earth beings. Connect with all life and send all your love. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit inside to find that infinitely expanding creator source is within my divine essence. And now meditate. Mitakuye Oyasin. Aho from the archangelicalendar.com. Have a beautiful, blessed, and amazing new moon in Capricorn. And be sure to hold your vision on when you want to see, feel, and experience of heaven on earth. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.